Good morning, students. In the last session, we are discussing about types of arguments, that is, required arguments, keyword arguments, default arguments, and variable length arguments. In these categories, we are discussing about or discussed about required arguments, keyword arguments, and default arguments in a brief. So, next, we want to discuss about variable length argument and some portions of default argument. Okay. In the last video, we are discussing about the default arguments. That is assignments of values to the argument's name. When the function is called without these arguments, the default values are automatically assigned to them. There is no value provided to the function. Then the value, whatever is considered, is the default value. When the function is called with this argument, the default values are overridden by the caller's value. By this, Python allows to initialize the arguments at the function definition. If the value of any argument is not provided at the time of function call, then the argument is initialized with the value given in the definition. That is the default value. If there is no, if we are not providing any values in the function call, then the argument is initialized with the value given in the definition. That is the default value. Here is one example, and here function name is print me. The arguments are name, comma, age, and we are providing the value 22 to age in the function definition itself. And the name argument have no values in the time of definition. Only age got the value 22 at the function definition. And the body of the function is printing the values of two arguments, that is name and age. That is the function definition. So, in the definition part, we are printing the values of name and age. Next, during the function call, we are providing only one value, that is for name. The value is John. Here, in the function print me, the number of arguments is 2, that is name and age. And only one of the values initialized at the time of function definition. Also, we are providing only one argument at the function call. But there is no error in this function call. Here, the value of name equal to John is passed to the function definition, and the argument name is substituted with the value John. And for age, we are not providing any value at the function call. So, the default value is taken as the value of the argument. And what is the output? Here name is John and age is 22. This value, the John, is provided at the time of function call, and value of age is provided at the function definition. Okay. Here is another example. Here also we are providing the argument name and age, and only age as called 22 as the value during the function definition. In the function call, first function call, we are providing the value to the argument name, just like the previous the function call, and name John is substituted to the function argument name. That is, this value is passed to the name parameter, and in the second function call, here we are providing values to the age and name. The two values are provided with the function call, and the output, the different output is in during the first function call. Name is John and age is 22. Here 22 is the default value because we are not providing any value for the age in this function call. But in the second case, we are providing two values for age and name, and that value is overridden by the default value. So you will got the output as name is David and age is 10. While using functions that have default argument, you must provide the required arguments and place them in the same positions as they are in the function definition header. Using functions that have default argument, you must provide the required arguments and place them in the same position as they are in the function definitions header. The default argument that follow can be supplied in two ways: by position and using the keyword. In the position, the values are supplied in the order in which the arguments occur in the function header. Default are used for any arguments that are omitted. Here order is of importance. And second method is that we can provide with the key value syntax in the function call. Is key equal to value can be provided. Here are some examples for these cases. Example is the function name. Here we are providing three parameters required. Second one, option 1 and option 2. This required is considered as the required argument. Required is the parameter name that is considered as a required argument. And option 1 and option 2 are default argument. Essential values 2 and 3. And the function definition, function body, we are printing the values of three parameters, that is required, option 1 and option 2. So in the first example of 1, we are giving only one value in the function call. Here three parameters are there in the function definition, but during the function call we are providing the value 1, only one values. So this 1 is substituted for the parameter required, and option 1 and option 2 prints the default values. So we are obtaining the output as 1. 1 is the value of the required parameter. 2 and 3 are the default parameters. And in the next example 1, 10. So here also we are providing only two values. And the first is the required parameter. So the value is the first value, that is 1, is substituted to the required argument, and next parameter 10 is substituted to the first default parameter, that is of option 1. So the output becomes 1, is the required argument 10 option 1 and 3 option 3. And next, in the next example, we are providing 3 values. So, 3 values are overridden. 1, 10, 20 are the. Next is example 1, comma, option 2 equal to 20. So, here only 1, then 2 is second argument, that is option 2 equal to 20 is overridden. Here option 1, option 2 equal to 20, option 1 equal to 10. Here also option 1 got the value 10 and 2 got the value 20, substituted with the parameters. Next is variable length argument. In this case, variable length arguments are used in large projects. That is, we are not knowing the number of arguments to be passed in advance. Then we can use the variable length argument. If the number of arguments cannot be known at the time, then we can use it as variable length argument. In such cases, Python provides us the flexibility to provide the comma separated value which are internally treated as tuple at the function call. Here it is treated as a tuple. In this case, variable length the argument. However, at the function definition, we have to define the variable with a star. This star and variable name is the syntax for variable length argument, and in here it is treated as a tuple in the function call. So in this example, print me is the function name and name is the variable length parameter. So in the function call, I am giving 4 arguments, that is A, B, B, 2 and 4. Here there are 4 arguments, but if I don't know is the number of arguments, then we can use it like this, star followed by the variable name, parameter name, that is name. Here name becomes a variable length argument. And in the definition first, it is printing the type of this parameter. Print the type of arg is type of name. Then the type of argument is called the tuple. And next is the argument printing. Here for loop is used for name in names, print name. So all the values are printed like this. For name in names, 1, 2, 3, 4 values are printed. We are not knowing the number of arguments, then we can treat it this star and followed by the number of parameter. Then it will be treated as a tuple. So we are not commonly use this variable length argument. We are always. So the argument types are required default argument, variable length argument. So default argument, we are providing the values. If any value is not substituted, then the default value is taken as the function code, and in the required argument the values must be provided in the function code. And in the keyword argument, we are using the keyword, substituting the values for the keyword, that is name, John, etc. is the key value pair. These are the different types of arguments used in the functions. So we are winding up this session, that is the function argument. Okay, thank you.